Greetings, fellow targeted individuals. Many TIs all across the United States have been making videos concerning targeting. Well, there's a reason why. It's impacting their life. Anyone which is impacted by being mobbed, harassed, systematically stalked, provoked, is someone which is in a state where they're stressed out and they are perhaps unhappy with their life. So if you're in such a situation, you may want to reach out to local politicians and file a constituent form. I mentioned this in a prior video that you can go online and type up your local congressman's name and get a constituent form. And with this constituent form, it'll help that politician to better assist you. With these situations concerning gang stalking, organized mobbing, you may find that many politicians will not respond back. And there's a reason why. See, under the guises of national security, many politicians are silenced from investigating. And it's for that reason why many targeted individuals are not helped. See, there is a scam going on across our nation. I call it the national security scam. See, our FBI wants to be involved in national security. They even say it on their site. We're involved in national security, homeland security. Everyone's doing national security work. And this scam revolves around slander, false reports, and labeling people as extremists. You like the Constitution? Well, you could be an extremist. We suspect you of being an extremist because you have 50 friends which go to church, pray, and like the Constitution. But you're not a militia, you're unarmed, you're just praying. Or that's not the case for me. I don't have any friends. I've lost them all. So when you're a target, these people want you to be vulnerable. So what they do is they go into your neighborhood and they tell people that you're a threat, you're a terrorist, you're a registered sex offender, when it's totally false. And these people may typically come and flash a badge really fast. Say, you see this guy here, Bobby, who lives in this house. If you see him, whistle, make your presence known. We want him out of the community. And they simply mark you as being a problem. And once you are marked as being a problem, this mark stays on you. And even if these people don't mess with you on a federal level, these federal agents, now locals, when they see you, they may start honking horns. You may start having cops, radical feminists, defense contractors, engineers. I was blown away today when I went to a site. It's a lowercase c, and it's a capital ATO. And they have a course, it's called the S2 counterterrorism course. I was looking at taking it. And it came up that they were going to have a meeting with, I think it was our old national security advisor, Haiti. And I was like, I'm not even going to sign up for a membership with this organization because I contacted the National Security Agency a while back. I recorded everything. I've shared it with a few governments. All the videos of DHS, FBI slamming phones on me, their headquarters. So I don't contact these organizations no more because I view them similar to like VEs, also known as violent extremists. Let me tell you why. After 9/11, the government considered anyone which sought to promote violence as a violent extremist. My channel doesn't promote violence. Counterterrorism awareness, that's about it. I'm exposing threats to our security and our safety and to our communities and schools. See, what these people do is they have to portray you as being a dangerous person. So what they do is they use these agent provocateurs. Typically they'll be like CIA, a contractor, and they may go to a local engineer. And this person could be a surveyor, and this surveyor may have 800-900 people within an 80-mile radius that they can use for building homes, plumbing, and they may look for people that are ex-military. They're a small disadvantaged business owner. And they make this really hard to put together because, first of all, these people have to sign a non-disclosure agreement, meaning that they are forced to lie if they are questioned. And since they have a right to remain silent, well, how do you bust these people? So they create these hidden networks which socially isolate the target. The target is slandered. So how is the target going to have friends if the target is slandered? If Department of Homeland Security can go around, or any stakeholder to it can go around, and there's a policy, it says they have to go talk to neighbors. If that is true, and it is true, how will that benefit someone which is being targeted? It increases isolation. It increases vulnerabilities, because now the person doesn't want to live in their neighborhood. Now they got to move because they're being harassed. And God forbid they don't have any money to move. What do you think can happen? Then they go to police. They're told your matter's civil. They don't even put it on the report. I have it on my DVR camera, a hat, my watch, my cell phone, and SQ11. These people lie. So what's occurred now is that we are utilizing, I'm not saying TIs, but people within government, they're utilizing Homeland Security as a front for these COINTELPRO programs, and then masking it as community engagement, protecting America. So we're losing our freedoms because now people are saying we have to do this to secure America. But this is what's really interesting. If you've been watching Fox News, you may notice that just a few days ago, there's been a lot of talk about what's going on in Texas, because the President Biden, wants to make it where we allow like 5,000 people to come in a day. We have to remove the razor wire from the border. Texas is saying, no, screw that. So some of these people were confirmed, over 100 were captured, and they were confirmed terror threats. They were captured. Now, why would you want to remove a fence? Can you imagine if I was to remove a fence and allow people to come in our country that are bad? Then I would be slapped with all type of charges, probably treason, providing material aid to terrorists, all types of stuff. But this is what Biden wants to do. So Texas is saying no. So everything you believe about our government being honest, being upright, really is a lie right now. So I'm hoping Trump will get back in office, because a lot of these people involved in national security, they're concerned because they know it's going to impact their operations. It's going to impact the operations of many groups. This is no joke. This group called Kroger, a while back, I was confronted by a group of people wearing blue shirts, and they were dropped out of vehicles. They had no packages, and did some research and found out that there are businesses now doing community policing. So let's say you're a target, you've left your home, you have your cell phone on you because you're concerned if you have a problem that you need to be able to call police quick because you're being harassed by people you don't know. So once the target starts turning off their phone and they don't have like a camera on them, they have no proof of their harassment. So the national security scam revolves around fraud, lies, and slapping labels on people. The violent extremists that America faces today are unarmed terror threats. These people are similar to these radical extremist Muslims that like to promote violence. These people are the same exact way, and they have an ideology. And this ideology is seen by their hiring practices. See, anytime you have a group which is going on the internet posting videos about what their hiring policies, that shows you what they represent. And it's really sick. It's really sick. The morals of America are going down the drain. This is no joke. There's a lot of men that are grown and of they're military age, perfect recruits for the military. They're not wanting to join because of what they're seeing. A lot of households are frowning upon what's being seen. They even give them an $80,000 bonus. They probably laugh in your face, some of these guys. So what's occurring nationwide is is when a target is placed under investigation. Let's say you were 20 years old. In my case, I was 19. I was accused of a murder of a U.S. Air Force pilot named Mike Brady. The killer wasn't caught. I passed a polygraph test 18 times. Let them search my residence with no warrant. If I would have failed, they could have charged me. If I would have failed the test. Afterwards, I was harassed by people in the military, Army, CIA. Going back when I was till I was a kid. To when I was a kid. So these movements that are occurring nationwide are investigations, and if these people can't get someone, well, what they do is they keep it open as a cold case investigation, and then they just target you. So let me give you an example. There are cases of people which have been accused of stuff, like this one guy I know from, not New Orleans, it's Mississippi. And he was under investigation. He had a person, he was renting rooms out. He wasn't even associated with this person. Didn't even want to know him. He just was living his life. Half the time he was traveling. And he was renting out rooms, retired guy. And he found himself being harassed as if he was involved in the same thing this guy was involved in. He ended up kicking him out. But still was closely monitored for years. So there are people which have sued the government, have gone to court, and judges have said, no, we're not gonna intervene. Or people have sued asking to make it where police can't harass them nonstop no more, or the government can't harass them. So these people try to create situations. They promote terrorism. They go into your schools. I mean, this is no joke, Philadelphia. If I really didn't want to walk away, I can just block their cars in and say, hey, I'm waiting till the SWAT team or police come and get you. And even if the police said, hey, the matter's civil, and lets them go, at least I have it on video that I'm showing a repeated pattern of harassment. Because if you have to go into a school, a U.S. school, to harass me with elderly veterans, go to gas stations, supermarkets, follow me around, then you're really sick. Not only are you sick, you're dangerous. You're a threat to yourself and to others. Because if someone doesn't know who you are and you're doing this, then you're dangerous. So these violent extremists, a lot of them are unarmed. They drive black SUVs. And I know some people are probably laughing. To me, it's no laughing joke. Because what these people are doing, they have no idea. They're actually laying down their lives to potentially get shot. Not by me, because I'm not going to shoot them. I'm looking at leaving this country. I already know where these people are, where they stand at. They're into terrorism, perversion. And I don't dig what they support, what they stand for. I won't give a drop of blood for any agency that provides material support to the CIA. My thing is save money and leave in the U.S. So on video, it's a ridiculous amount of Israelis. They're confirmed to be Israelis. Not only can I prove they're Israelis, I can even show people some of the ties they have to the United States government. So what these people do, what were doing to me was harassing me upon arrival to places. And I had left Florida in 2014 to move to Albuquerque, and I'd be harassed by Jews at school. I even went to the FBI, and this was really interesting. When I went to the FBI that day, I had passed a course in from not Purdue University, it was Auburn University, to be a paralegal. Let me get my e-scooter. So, and I had a brace on my right arm. I was being treated by a doctor for an injury, for cubital tunnel injury. It was really painful. So when I go to the FBI, there's a lady exiting the area inside where only the FBI agents are allowed. And the FBI agent told her, I'm so glad you finished your paralegal course today. That same day, I got my paralegal certification through Auburn University. Excuse me, I had hiccups. It came in the mail. And then she also had a strap on her arm on the same location. So I found that to be really, really weird, because when I went to this FBI facility to talk to an FBI agent in Albuquerque, New Mexico, I get slapped with a false report. They said that I was angry and that some bull junk that doesn't even make no sense. I'm there asking for help. I wasn't there to walk out. They didn't want to help. The FBI office headquarters, I got them on phone. I got them recorded. They actually said that they slammed the phone on me once I said my name repeatedly. Every time I called back, I was very polite. These guys are not good, the good guys. Some of them are good, just like the CIA. There's some that are good in there. But these people, they go out of their way to stoke violence, to promote violence. Some of them, they do street theater. The FBI, I always see them. This is no joke. Not too far from my residence was a community college, and I thought about enrolling to take some classes in digital design. And this lady from the FBI, she works at the FBI field office. She was the oldest one there. She was dropped off out of a guy's truck, a little red truck, and she was wearing, it was 106 degrees that day, and she was drenched in sweat. And she walks up to me wearing this massively thick jacket. That was in Texas, and it would happen at restaurants. Everyone's wearing shorts, and this guy would walk in with a curly earpiece, massively thick jacket, and I would just be confronted. They would try to scare me, intimidate me. I recorded it here in Florida, and the lady walked up to me and said, "Volunteers in police service." They went into the bathroom for like an hour. It's really weird. I'm with my family just eating a meal. So this was normal in Texas. Groups like the FBI and CIA, I've seen them eat dinner or lunch together at places where I've been at with family, just sitting there gawking at me. And I'm not just saying that these people are FBI or CIA. I know where they work at. I know who they affiliate with. And they use citizen score programs. So this is no joke. For years I was harassed right here in this area. This is the front entrance of where I live at. And there'd be a blue car pull up with a U.S. government tag. This is a rural area in Orlando. There's no base out here. And then I had a group of people wearing blue. They would surround me and treat me as if I'm some type of problem. And all the people that were confronting me, they were all veterans. All of them are veterans. Then I'm going hiking in areas where no one goes walking at for years. There's alligators. I see alligators where I walk at, even boar. There's times huge boars are just passing right by me. I do that so that way I can walk without being harassed. And then they'd go out there sometimes. So we're dealing with really sick people, dangerous people, violent extremists. They're unarmed, combative in a way because they want to promote anger and violence. I mean, how do you reduce violence? How do you de-radicalize people that promote violence? You can't. There's only one thing you can do with those types of people. And unfortunately, the laws don't allow that. So hopefully Trump will clean up this mess, because it's not possible to counter violent extremists and people that hate our Constitution if our Congress is bound by national security clauses to conceal these activities.